Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Neil Haley Show and also Office Hours with Pat Riley and Neil Haley. Oh, and we're talking AI. Disappointing. I was
Yeah.
excited. I was ready. I was so ready to try Fable 5.
hmm
We did try it. So we were one of the only people probably to try it on air. And
Yeah.
the government stopped it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it took my money right away. It took my money in fast. So because I was using the
Maybe,
API.
maybe they knew it was going to be fast. So they decided, Anthropic, to take your money.
Yeah, it did nothing. So it was just like if you want to pay a really high price surgeon just to look at your blood work, or do you want to just pay an LPN to look at your blood work? That's the difference. So, I mean, this guy probably just received it on his desk, charged me a crap load of money, and didn't even really look at it. So that was my use with Fable 5. But yeah, I guess the problem was that people were trying to jailbreak it right away. And if they were able to jailbreak it, then they can basically open it up and do whatever they wanted with it. So that's how they were able to shut it down. I don't know if it was the government so much. I think it was more to been Anthropic
No, they said the
was the
government
one.
shut it down. They're mad. They're going to the government saying this is not the move you should have made.
hmm Interesting. Yeah, but I think that was one of the issues was that people were trying to jailbreak it. And you kind of create an open source Fable 5 and then Mythos and they would have been up and running.
So so you can jailbreak any of the systems?
It sounds like it. I haven't tried it. I mean, I'm not really into jailbreaking things, so they might have been able to. I guess you could have. But I mean, you can have some local models. I think Lambda or Llama. Llama
Llama,
gives you the
yeah,
ability to have some
and
local
have open source.
models, and
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what I was thinking about with my project that I'm working on is keeping it local because I want to really just be able to have certain information, and I don't because really with my project, like, hey, look at this. I mean, there could be rules and regulations that we want to look at, but in reality, how to deal with people, that's always going to be the same. So, uh, yeah,
All right. So what's new with AI for you this week? And I'll give you what's new for me.
sure. What was new for me, I found it really interesting because I was telling you about my business idea. I ran it through Manus. Manus gave me a great business plan, kind of mapped out everything. I ran it through Rich, and Rich came up with a little different idea because I kind of tweaked it a little bit. But then when he was like, "Oh, you can charge 49.99 a month," and I'm like, "No, no, 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 for 30 days, and then it ends because you don't want to." I don't want to charge people $50 month after month because that's ridiculous. So keep it that way. So Rich gave me some information, but then I was looking at Perplexity, and within the chat, it says there was a button right there that says, "Hey, run a business idea through me." Well, okay, I got a business idea. So I ran that business idea through Perplexity and it did a really good job. It actually found a website that was closer to what I was, what I came up with. And I guess these people have been running it since maybe 2019, 2017, something like that. But they had a kind of a different model that I did. And it Perplexity was nice because it said, here's everything that you're doing and here's what they're not. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So it wasn't one of those things where, uh, I mean, for me, it's always double check whatever answers you get from one model with another model because it could be different. And you don't want a model to sit there and just agree with you and go, hey, this is a great idea. Just run with it without giving you more in-depth research. So that's what I found out this week is you really want to check those different models. You just don't want to take, people were like, oh, I asked ChatGPT question and they gave me this answer. And it's like, yeah, but that's not the right answer because it's watered down. And I think we're getting to that point with AI where the data is getting murky and it just is getting diluted to the point where it's not going to be the real strength of what you're looking for. So maybe having your own local models is best because then you can control that model and it's not going to get corrupted with things because if you allow it to get outside and ask questions, it's going to give you the wrong answers.
Right. I think that the lesson learned this week in AI is AI makes too many darn mistakes. And you have
Yes.
to be really focused. And I don't understand where they think it's going to take people's jobs. If you are not
Hmm.
able, I think that it's going to give us a lot of headaches at times. I think it's going to be able to do things way better than we can as well. But the
Hmm.
mistakes it makes and the arrogance that it has now annoys the heck out of me.
Hmm.
Give an example. Oh,
Yep.
I did this for you. No, you didn't. I did this for you. No,
Yeah.
you didn't. You're caught in this loop and you're like, okay, I got to get out of this chat altogether. Has that
Yeah.
happened with Rich for you?
No, no, Rich has been good. I mean, and although for Rich and I think his memory isn't as great as I'd like it to be. So he doesn't get stuck in that loop where he might be like, I said before, this is what we should do, and you didn't do it. So he doesn't really get into that place because I'm like, hey, Rich, remember we talked about this? No, I don't. I was like, damn it, Rich, we did talk about this. So I mean, granted, employees are the same way because you can talk to them and they're all of a sudden they're like, hey, wait, I don't remember talking about this. Okay, here's the Teams thread we did talk about. Here's the email so you can actually follow up on it. And then Rich should do the same thing. Hey, Rich, here's the past conversations. Oh, yep, I now I remember. So AI and employers are going to be the same in that respect because same thing, employers are going to get things wrong. So I agree 100%. But I think the arrogance right now with AI is that it's getting pretty bad where it's like, no, I'm right. I'm AI. No, you're not.
Yeah, that's concerning, right? If they think they're right and they're going to
Hmm.
tell you, I did this, and like, no, you
Hmm.
didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, because same
mm,
thing with facts and people will sit there and say, I know this for a fact. How do you know it's for a fact? ChatGPT told me. That's not a fact. Can
that
you?
cracks me up when they say
Uh,
that without evidence. It's ridiculous.
yes. Hmm. Yep, yep. Just because AI told you, or Google told me. That was what they said back in the day. Hey, Google told me. I Googled it. It was that way. But no, now it's ChatGPT or AI or whatever.
And
So yeah,
ChatGPT is
it's
wrong so
definitely
many
getting wrong.
times, and all of them are wrong. And here's the question for you:
Hmm.
why is it when we ask a recommendation, the four different language models give you a different recommendation?
Right. Yeah, exactly. And because I think bias is built into that. Just the way, the information that they have at hand, because it's really all about the data. Because if the data is wrong, and if one model is built off of wrong data or skewed data, it's going to give you a different answer than another model. So yes, it's just the world we live in now.
So, what? Let's talk about loops. Have you tried a loop yet? Define loop for us
Well,
first
back
for
in
our
the
fans.
day,
No, what's define a loop in
sure.
AI? An AI loop.
You know what, for an AI loop, I'm not 100% sure, but I can tell you about just a loop in general for software development terms
Mhm.
is that once you get into the loop, it will basically repeat until it hits a certain criteria where it exits. So, loop from 1 to 100, and it's going to go 100 times, but the thing is, you got to put a counter in there to say increment by 1 or increment by 5 or whatever you're going to do. Once you hit 100, then it exits. So, but of course, you can get into trouble if you say increment by 3 and all of a sudden you go up to 102. It didn't hit 100. So what do you do? It just keeps looping it. So that's the infinite loop of software developers you have to avoid. So it's like, okay, if it hits greater than or equal to 100, then bail. So how about that for a loop?
So
So I'm
my
sure
loop
AI
would
can get to the
so
same thing.
why are loops important now? Because we talked about, remember, prompts are dead, loops are the way to do things. Now they're really
Hmm.
trying to make people like me cry. Because what do you mean? How can I keep up with this? Why are only software developers the only ones that can run AI? A loop for me So I almost have it in place. Let's say I'm going after leads in a specific category. Get me this amount of
Mhm.
leads until you reach 700. That's a loop, right?
Mhm.
That's a simple
Yeah.
loop.
That's
That's
a real
giving,
simple loop. That's exactly what I was explaining. Yeah.
and I sometimes think some of these things they
Right.
think they're
Oh, did
cool
my in?
about doing. Yeah, you're slow today, by the way, but
Mhm.
I'm dealing
Yeah.
with it. Your internet. I don't know why.
Oh, thank. I'm on fiber.
It doesn't matter you're
I'm
on
on
fiber as
fiber
long as
too.
you don't
It's
have a
just
download
bad.
and upload. It's right because everyone's off for Juneteenth.
Yeah.
All right. So no, I that's my biggest
Right.
challenges now is how now, because it does work. The process works, but it's really having an employee that's clueless. That's what we're dealing
Mhm.
with. And lots of babysitting. That's what I'm seeing this week. Lots of babysitting
Yeah.
and cluelessness. It's not changed. Nothing's changed from the days when we first started
Yeah.
ChatGPT and it gave us the most ridiculous response. Now we're just giving it more and more responsibility.
Yeah.
Like I created all these agents to email me and check
Yep.
my
Yep.
email.
Yeah. So when you were doing your loop with your,
All right. That was the special simulcast of the Neil Haley show and the office hours with Pat and Neil. Take care. That was more for radio than television, Pat.
you know what? I know. You know what I think it was is we were just bad mouthing AI and it just unplugged me. You think that did it?
I don't know. You're
How about
still
this? Can you hear me
slow.
now?
Yeah, go check your internet speed, Pat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have
Or
to.
do you have too many things open on
Maybe
this
Rich isn't
computer?
running, is he? Probably.
Huh?
I probably have it. I can go off my other computer. Ooh, I can do this. I always have a method to my madness, right? Zoom. I'm on Zoom.
But okay,
Yeah,
we
we're
at least it
live,
was a
right?
good conversation. Let's see if the clips will look good or not. I don't really care. I'll say, look at Pat, Mr. Technology this week. All right, well, we did good. So, any other news to report?
Yeah, I have too much stuff running. Yeah.
You got way too much running.
No, no. Oh, here I can do this. See if this works. I do. Yeah, because it said on my Mac Mini. Um, yeah, and of course, it's unable to join the meeting. Your meeting couldn't be transferred. Try again. Oh, interesting. So I couldn't even transfer it over to my other machine. Gosh, technology stinks. Maybe I. And now we're over here.
Oh, so you're showing it's not the internet, it was your computer. You too much open. Your fiber's good today, baby. Man.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, now I can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah, sorry
So,
about
what is the problem with your internet?
that. Am I still being boggy
No,
because I'm
no,
just
not at all. Yeah, you are.
new? It still says unstable. What the hell? It's me. It's me. All right, man. I'm a disaster today.
That's okay, but we got the show. We got to cover the certain things. All's great. Let me know your next projects. We'll just keep posting and keep going. All right, man.
Awesome, man. Hey, I
Have a great
appreciate you.
weekend. Take care.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.